Our plan was planned out perfectly, crystal clear as a solid fucking rock. How did this whole coup of the Cloud Palace go so horribly wrong that we wind up in here?
How did it not work, you say? Oh, let me count the ways! It's on this huge list with the same amount of thickness as a roll full of Charmin. Let's see. You tried to commit a violence.
I wake up every morning choosing violence, babe.
You tried to baptize Mr. A in Furry Girl's bathwater.
Look, if he's going to be inducted into the Church of Weeb, he needed that baptism. Besides, he was into it. You and I both know that.
No argument there. But I now know what the 8th Circle of Hell looks like, so thanks for that. There was also trying to steal Lunatic and Aaron's prize collection, in which, I might add, tried to use Crimson Taco as a distraction.
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on the farm he had a shine.
Hun, Bobula, the light of my life, the moon in my dark skies. Using the figment of your imagination as a distraction for a space scientist, philanthropist, dude, and a furry?
Well, okay, maybe it wouldn't have worked on the furry after all.
And worst of all, you posted your memes in the general chat!
Well, I mean, who hasn't?
Okay, has my attention span been butchered or something? Cause how long have you been there?
I've been here for a while, not gonna lie. I just didn't want to interrupt your little lover's quarrel.
Look, all I'm saying is that the plan would have gone just fine if you, mister, did your part of the plan.
Where in the eggplant field fuck was me dressing up as Sidon wearing a maid's outfit part of the plan?
That was the backup distraction. Besides, I would have liked to have seen it.
No.
Look at this photograph.
You know, to be fair, it absolutely would have worked. I am more attracted to fish than you'd think. And you wouldn't.
I'm always distracted. Always.
Just like the actual police.
Hey, don't worry. I got a plan.
If your plan consists of me wearing a maid outfit again, then I would rather do anything else.
Oh, anything else you say? Would a commentary perhaps fall under that?
Actually, yes. Yes, it does.
Well, a commentary does actually fall in line with my plan. So, yeah, I guess that could work.
Wait, how does a commentary let us escape?
Oh, it doesn't. We're never getting out of here. I was just looking for something to help pass the time while we wait out our sentence.
Oh.
Then why call it a plan?
Hun, it's a plan to pass the time. Work with me here.
Bazinga.
A vivid call of love, a putrid sort of love. To pardon all that was, the pain is nothing much. I put your drain of blood. Keep away from me, my love. A lame lying love. Burn away your trust, never feel much. I put your drain of blood. I will never give you up.
Hello, one and all. This is Loudman Styles alongside Scarlett and Sarah Dust as we bring you a try-up on Sonic Shadow Net. Why?
Wait, what do you mean this is Sonic Shadow 98? His channel is called Sonic Twilight Sparkle Mario Rodriguez. How was I supposed to know all bad YouTube ranters are the same person? Next you're gonna tell me he's also Conquer09 too.
For those not in the know, here's the short version. Sonic Shadow 98, or Mario as we are now going to call him, is a ranter that Loudon commented on earlier this year in February of 2021. A few weeks later, his response was made and literally no one knew about this video's existence until March.
Apparently this video was a reaction to my commentary, which, let's be honest, is the absolute drizzling turtle nuggets. And it was decided that not only should I watch and give my response, but Scarlett and Sarah as well.
This is gonna be a doozy.
Now what is an iconic and witty non sequitur to get us into the commentary?
Okay, so I decided on this channel, Sonic Charlie Sparkle Mario Rodriguez, that I would bring back Sonic Shadow 98 Reacts!
Yes, of course! Let's put a video by Sonic Shadow 98 on a channel called Sonic Twilight Sparkle Mario Rodriguez. This is a very brilliant idea, Mario. There's no flaws whatsoever.
I mean, you wouldn't?
Yes, so very brilliant. It's almost like you weren't totally trying to hide this video at all. Make sure someone like, oh, I don't know, me find it? What? Did you get your bright ideas from 2009 along with your quote-unquote style of ranting?
Save that for later, sweetheart. You'll get your retribution soon enough.
Yeah! Sonic Shadow 98 Reacts! I haven't done that in a long time. I really haven't. But I am going to do it right now.
Hey Sonic Shadow. You know how when you're recording, you constantly get Discord sounds throughout the entire thing, yes? Well, do you know that there is a wonderful way to remove it? You see, you go down to your icon. You see it's online now, right? You go to your icon, you change it to fucking Do Not Disturb, you goddamn rapscallion. Ensure that the power of Discord be not released to your recordings.
Seriously, there's no excuse for this happening throughout the entirety of the video. I may be sound sensitive, but even one who isn't would become very fucking annoyed by the constant notifications going on. It's no better than when Skype notifications were incessantly blasting in the background of the streams back in the late 2000s to 2010s.
I do say, what is that I see? Oh, it's a fucking goober! Anyway.
I'm gonna bring this series back, and what I'm gonna be reacting to today is a commentary on me, on my Among Us rant, a commentary on Sonic Shadow 98 by this user named Loudman Styles. And Discord is acting up on my ass again. And by the way, why the hell am I a bandwagon for commentators all of a sudden? It seems like ever since the Insane Critic, posted his commentary on me, everyone followed it. Everyone followed that, so why the hell am I a bandwagon?
Make a note on the frequency of videos commentating on Sonic Shadow 98 and who made them.
Honestly, I wouldn't even call you a bandwagon. I mean, at best, you're a punching bag. At worst, the equivalent of training wheels for a new commentator.
Speaking of which, here's Rat Barrage. This is the newest commentary on you that we could find. Even then, as stated before, you really made yourself an easy target when it comes to finding commentary material. Have you ever considered that maybe there might be a reason for it? Think hard now, but not too hard. We don't want your brain juices all over the carpet.
Oh, please. His head is about as dry as originality on TikTok. It's the same thing, and it's usually stolen from black people.
Loudon! You're right, but you didn't have to say it.
So without further ado, let's get started in this video. But before I stop reacting to this video, I just want to make one thing clear.
This video is sponsored by the greatest JRPG ever released,
Genshin Impact.
Just look at the level of detail in these characters. If you use the code Cloud_Plowless, you can start with 50,000 Prisma Gems and join the special launch tournament. And you better hurry because it's getting
Please don't actually do this. This is not a real ad. It's a fucking joke. MiHoYo-san, please don't be mad. I love you.
I am not against people making commentaries on my videos. I am not. I will accept whatever criticism they give me. So don't think I don't take constructive criticism, because I'm trying to do that. Okay, I'm trying to take constructive criticism when it comes to my content. So, yeah.
Well, that's refreshing to hear. And hey, this could be a case where the subject watches the video covering him and actually takes what people say about his content to heart, and maybe consider the steps to possibly improve. And Loudon, why are you looking at me like that?
What happens when I wake up and I tell myself, I'm feeling productive today? I'm also feeling bored. And there may be a small little smidgen of pettiness coursing through my veins.
Why not make an update video?
Let's make a commentary. Yeah, the last time I did a video was in 2017.
I mean, I just have to pause it for a second, because I'm about to say something. Dude, why can't you just make an update video, like saying that, like before you make this commentary? Why not just make an update video? Just saying.
Maybe because I wanted to inform people what was happening with the content that the majority of my audience watched and subscribed to. Not a hard thing to understand, homie. Also, because I felt like it. This first point is already weak, and above all, not even worth calling a nitpick, because a nitpick at least has some meat on the bones. This is nothing but wasted air.
And Pepper Tay actually, tried to make an argument against Loudon's video, despite how little they actually had to say.
And skipped over 9 minutes, but that's not the point.
We're gonna have to be,
It's gonna turn out. Oh! Something's happening.
My God, that has been a long time. If I were to sum up the video itself, and the aftermath,
it was a long time.
Wow, Mario, that sure was, in fact, a keen observation. I'm so glad you've mastered the forbidden art of pointing out the obvious. Next you're gonna tell me he points out the color of the sky in his next interjection. That would be very unpredictable.
I would sum it up in one word. Toxic. But I'm back, and this channel is going to have
toxic
on it.
Right, toxic.
Other things on it, because I am trying to get back into the groove of things. 2020 was a very interesting year for just about everybody. A lot of stuff went down.
Wow.
Myself, a lot of stuff
Damn
went
straight.
down.
2020 was an interesting year. Yeah, Trey was
really
a shitty year. It was interesting.
And the reasons were I lost my job, had a car accident.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So tempting. Oh, so tempting. Oh, fuck it. Here's gonna be the biggest problem I'm gonna have in this entire video. Him talking. Look, I'm not trying to be a dick. I know, shocking. But every time he tries to talk, he lacks the awareness and emotion to know whether he sounds genuine or sarcastic. He comes off sounding about as dead as Tommy Wiseau delivering a monologue about his untimely death. Even when I speak about things that happen to me, he comes off sounding sarcastic and uncaring, which also brings me into something else that I'll bring up later in the final thoughts, which will probably be in an hour or so later.
Depending on how long this video lasts, but yeah, hopefully not that long. We'll try to skip over parts like this so that it doesn't become too tedious to hear him just to make pointless comments like this, and don't really argue or agree with anything and just comment for the sake of him listening to the sound of his own voice.
Okay, so aside from the line delivery, you've probably noticed the production values, or rather the lack thereof, as throughout this video, Mario just decided to turn on a screen recorder over the video and said, fuck it, we'll do it live. Say what you will about Sonic Shadow's previous commentaries and/or rants, but fuck man, at least those tried to edit down most of the superfluous shit and kept the pace of those videos from becoming a dragged-out blah fest. Plumber, I don't care if you're doing a commentary, a rant, a reaction video, or even a gardening tutorial. You can edit down your video to a pace that doesn't suck ass. Please do that next time.
What?
I'm hungry.
It's Sonic Shadow 98's Among Us rant. Or as it's
Yeah! My Among Us rant!
cutely called,
my Among Us rant
sucks, and it's overrated.
You can really see how much he puts emphasis in these two words right here. You can really see it. It's almost like
damn straight,
words
damn
like
straight.
The immense hatred he has for such a very nice game. Wouldn't you agree?
So let's just get everything else out of the way.
Okay, not even like a second. Like 2 minutes into 2 minutes in this video, I already have a problem with it.
Okay. This is seriously hurting my ears. Stop yelling into your microphone, please. Even if I turn your voice down on my volume, your peaking still hurts to listen to.
Why are you trying to outscreen me? Is audio ducting a thing you forgot? Look, I don't know why you're trying to have a dick measuring contest with me in terms of vocal bravado, but you're hurting my girlfriend's ears, so kindly not.
You know, some people like to choose battles they can't win. I mean, come on, Mr. A is in the Cloud Palace after all.
Now, Sarah, or whatever your name is, let's not be so callous. I mean, Key's also in the Cloud Palace.
You know what? Fair. Also, Mario, please, I need to know what this vastly important issue with the video is. Do not leave me hanging to dry, homie. What did the loud man do wrong? I was given the impression that you were really liking it, so forgiven.
Cut off with a commentary up to it, so let's make 2021 the renaissance of the loud man.
I love his voice acting here. I mean, seriously, it's awesome.
So what changed your mind in this instance? I need to know!
Ease right on into it, because the video today is Sonic Shadow 98's Among Us rant. Or, as it's more cutely called, Among Us sucks! And it's overrated!
You can really see.
Wow, I love how this guy makes fun of me.
You can
I
really
love
see
it.
It's almost like he was yelling.
Yeah,
these,
in case you
words
can't tell,
like
that
this
was
to emphasize
sarcasm.
the
Not even
immense
2 minutes
hatred
in and already I have a
nice
problem with
game.
this video.
Wouldn't you agree?
He sounds
let's just
really,
get
it's
everything
not
else out of the
funny
way
at
and
all.
let's start.
Ah, that's my stopwatch. Wow. That is the shortest I have seen anyone retcon their own video that amount of time.
No take backsies, Mario!
Ma'am.
What? That was haunt. I like her.
Ma'am, get the bucket.
Hello, I am Sonic Shadow 98, back again with another my video, yeah.
Do my eyes deceive me? Is that what I think it is? Well, golly gee, sugar frosted titty sprinkles, I never thought I would see the day. Never in a million years would I would believe that I would see such a figure. It's a 1 out of 1,000 chance, but yet here you are in plain sight. It's the ever-elusive Korean knockoff Joshua Colby House. And look at that. It even comes with its 2013 shitty audio quality.
Wow.
Mwah, magnifique. Also,
Wow.
He's totally going to repeat crap and shit at least a good dozen times by the end of this video. Take note how he mocks the fan base and calls them cringy.
I really
Just
want
keep that in mind for the later parts of this
the
video.
reason why I say crap or like piece of crap, piece of shit was because I want to emphasize on my points.
Okay, Mario, I get editing is your kryptonite, but have you ever considered, I don't know, pausing the video to make your point so that it doesn't become word salad? Like, fucking god, how am I supposed to mock you if I can't understand what you're saying?
Learn to use your audio correctly. You can look up tutorials on YouTube and Google. They're easy to find, and pretty much anyone who uses whatever audio software you use for your creative process can point you in the right direction on not becoming damaging to those who have headphones. Before you likely say again that I just may need to turn down the volume on my video, that doesn't fix the problem with your peaking. Peaking is what happens when the sensitivity of your microphone cannot handle the volume coming from your oral cavity. It is a simple problem that can be easily fixed by adjusting your posture. Here, I'll show you. See your hand? Make it into that dude bro gesture hand. You know, the one that makes your hand look like a Y when you extend your pinky and your thumb while keeping your inner fingers tucked into your palm. Good. Now take that hand, place the pinky near the microphone. From where that pinky is to the tip of your thumb should be how close you are to the microphone. Oh, but what if you're using a headset microphone, I hear you say? That's easy to fix! If your mic is attached to headphones, there's this funny little stick attaching them to your microphone. Sometimes they're manufactured with the ability to be moved so that you can adjust how close your mic is to your mouth. So if your mic is super close to your mouth, easy fix. Just move it further away from your orifice so we don't have to hear you shouting from 2 centimeters. If your microphone doesn't have that ability, then maybe it has a little sheath where it can slide in and out to adjust the distance between you and your mic. And if that isn't the case, then maybe it's a matter of your gain picking up too much of your voice and you might need to turn it down a few notches. Or maybe it's just you being too goddamn loud and you need to turn your speaking volume down, because most microphone headsets are adjusted to where you have that kind of control over how far away you want to be from it. And even then, if you don't have that adjustability available, they are usually manufactured to where distance is predetermined. So do all of us in 2021 a favor and adjust your audio to the point where it's at least fucking tolerable. Unrelated note, this tangent was so big that it actually busted my keyboard, so I couldn't type in my normal typing speed. So for a few days, I couldn't type in the usual, what was it, like 49 to 50 words per minute? So I had to order a new keyboard. But it's got shining lights now, so it's worth it.
Pretty lights.
Okay, so before we get back to the commentary portion of this reaction video, I just wanted to let you guys know that due to Mario's lack of care for the audience's eardrums, I replaced the footage he uses with the original video so as to mitigate the problem. You're welcome. Do not ask me for anything ever again.
F in the chat for editor Sarah. May his sacrifice be honored and remembered for all us CC plebeians. And then we forget about him and his sacrifice as soon as the video's over.
On us! Look, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna pause at certain points because I want to get what I say. But the reason why I say crap or shit or I repeat that or whatever is because I want to just like really get my points across in some sort of way. Like I put on this angry internet persona. I just really want to emphasize on that, so.
Look, I understand sometimes you need to raise your voice with Luigi to get the point across. However, the problem with conveying yourself as a rageaholic, at least for me, is that it makes your content come off so unintentionally hilarious when you're getting so frustrated and screaming at the top of your lungs over a simple game like
Among Us.
I'm just saying, you don't need to sound super duper angry for people to take what you say seriously.
Honestly, with how the climate of the modern video maker is now, the angry reviewer doesn't really mesh together, especially when you have every Tom, Dick, Harry, Jane, and LaQuanda ready to get upset at a moment's notice just for being excessively angry for the sake of being excessively angry. Throwing a curse word every other sentence doesn't emphasize your point or help you get your point across, Patrick Starfish. It's not a sentence enhancer. Ah, well, you look at that. The other issue finally came up. And though again I say, final thoughts.
No offense. No offense to Loudman Styles. No offense to you, man.
Hey, you know that no offense isn't a cure-all for shitty arguments, right?
That in mind for the later parts of this video because, oof.
I of course am talking about Among Us. Yes, Among Us. For stars, the fucking game is shit. It's, by the way, not to sound egotistical, but I don't think my quality is as bad as you make it out to be.
Look, even though you said you're not trying to sound egotistical, what you just said right over there was pretty egotistical. Not gonna lie, that was pretty sus if you ask me.
Hey, not to sound like an asshole, but please go sit on a cactus and spin into the sun, please. Okay? Okay. Bye-bye.
I saw Mario vent. I saw him. I saw him with my own eyes.
And if you want to talk about, like, if you want to talk about shitty quality, by the way, go check out my much older videos, like from Trey 18 or some shit. Then you'll say that, then they're much more shittier quality than my newer videos. Like these rant videos, like my Among Us rant, like the ones that come after the crappy Mario rants era.
I don't know. I saw this one bad rant where the guy paused the video to talk and then unpaused it when they were talking for like 3 seconds, which totally came off as professional. Also, because I need to remind the audience I'm not just here to riff the video. Just because you have new content doesn't mean that still isn't a hot garbage fire. To pull an example from recent years, just because Fallout 76 came out after Fallout New Vegas doesn't inherently mean 76 is better than New Vegas.
Newer doesn't always mean greater. And there's still some major flaws in your audio and overall presentation.
For example...
Ah, shit, here we go again.
Putting the audio aside, taking a look at the visual presentation, I understand that you're trying to go for something more simple to edit that in and of itself wouldn't be a problem. But the quality of the images that you provide are extremely poor. My recommendation would be to look for PNG images as opposed to JPEG, as they keep the quality of the original image rather than compress it to the point that it looks blurry, like what you typically see in your average Sonic Shadow 98 rant. Another issue is the lack of scripting or any form of keeping yourself on track with your rant. You have this very bad habit of rambling and repeating phrases and points that you have made mere seconds after saying it. If you insist on not having a script, at the very least consider taking notes on what you would like to say and edit out repeating points that you find yourself making. Unscripted rants can be done, but not everyone can do them well, and unfortunately, You're in that latter half of the group of people who make unscripted rants, i.e., not very good.
I mean, heck, I myself do most of my live action videos unscripted. Just a few bullet points and lots of retakes. And it works because, well, I have the charisma of Takahata 101 when he's trying to seduce his audience.
I can see your power is unparalleled.
Hey, back off. You're already in horny jail. We don't need to know what horny hell looks like.
Okay.
The reason why my quality back then was shit was because the mic was shitty. It was getting old and it was so fuzzy that I had to get a new replacement mic, which is a million times better for me. But yeah, not to sound egotistical there, but I just wanted to clarify on that.
Here's the problem. Your mic quality has changed, that I will give you credit for doing, but that doesn't actually change much in terms of how you deliver your rants. When you go off on your rants, you actually fucking shout. And I don't mean that you raise your voice to an angered tone. No. I mean you actually fucking shout in my ears. As I said before in my essay earlier, your delivery actually is the most painful thing for me to hear.
Shh! This is a library, Mario!
Wait, aren't we in jail?
I know what I said.
Okay?
No! It's not okay. I mean, are you going to explain why the game is bad? Are you going to explain why the game is shit? Or are you just going to use every other curse word to pad out your fractured sentences?
It's a crappy game. Goofy over here didn't know how to audio balance, and I almost blew my ears out editing this video. Just thought I would say that. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, I'm sorry, but how do you not realize that this is a problem, you hecking troglodyte?
You Doug Walker punchline.
You expired banana.
You clump of abortion strips.
You anime fan on prom night.
You jar of expired formaldehyde.
You drifting Joy-Con.
You used box of expired condoms.
You filler arc exclusive character.
You prom night dumpster baby.
Jesus, guys.
This game is in space, and it has like this whole group of things called imposters or whatever, and crewmates, so it's two separate teams, I guess? You have to go freaking find them. I don't know, and I don't care.
Aw, did you hear that? He said he don't know and he don't care, yet I'm still wondering why the hell this video is 9 minutes long. Couldn't even explain how the game actually worked. You just meandered about that entire little tangent. Like, okay, that doesn't explain why the game is bad. You just did a piss poor attempt of trying to explain it.
I'm gonna say it like when I'm done reacting to this video, like say my favorite thoughts like I just said.
Okay, I'm sorry, but why do you waste our time and remaining eardrums by bringing up that you're going to do final thoughts later when you can just do your final thoughts later? You know you can do that without treating your audience like they're 7, right?
Man, guys, you know what my favorite part about reaction videos?
The final thoughts?
The final thoughts.
Wait a minute. Okay. You know what? I just noticed something, and yikes. This video is literally a time capsule of every rant in
Really?
the late 2009, early 2010.
Maybe it's just my style, okay? It's just my style.
It's all there.
I'm gonna just let you boys say your piece before I go off. So yeah.
Okay, that's radical, homie. Anyways, look guys, you cannot criticize me if my style is being bad.
So you pretty much proved me right then. Cringy unbearable. Good to know.
So from one artist to another, let me say something about this excuse. It's just my style does not excuse poor quality or exempt you from criticism. If someone comes up to me and criticizes my style of drawing male characters, brings up some issues on how the supposed older man looks more younger than intended, I can't just turn around and say, hey look man, it's just my style, okay? That doesn't actually make the issue go away, because yeah, that character's face does look like a baby face, and it's a problem that I need to address and work on fixing so that the next sketch that I present shows some signs of improvement. Now, not every bit of criticism is worth your time, trust me. I've had someone come up to me and tell me that one of my young characters looks like a boy when he was a boy. But the issue that Loudon brings up in regards to how dated the style you're using has become in recent years. The age of the angry ranter has come and gone, and we've now gone from angry video game nerd and nostalgia critic types of critique to Scott the Woz and Wombu, still addressing very similar issues, but overall a much more lighthearted tone and jovial manner. We want to feel good when we watch a content creator critique something that we like or dislike, and we now have gone to laughing at some of the things that have made us mad initially. It's actually a lot more healthy for us as an audience to consume. So maybe you just might need to consider that your style really isn't that entertaining anymore, and that you might have to consider evolving and adapting to a newer climate if you wish to make ranting a regular thing for your channel. Now, bear in mind, you don't need to take this criticism to heart and completely ignore it, but I would very much like to hope, that you're actually open to constructive criticism and at least to some capacity. One can only hope, and honestly, given your stubborn nature and how you've not changed that much from early 2000s ranting, yeah, I can't help but feel a little bit pessimistic.
There are those among us.
Among us!
Who would...
Among us! Among us!
It looks like a piece of dog shit, for crying out loud. I'm not even interested in playing this game. I don't like it. I hate it. I hate this freaking game so much. I'm better off playing a Sonic game, like Sonic CD, Sonic 2, Sonic 1, or Sonic Unleashed. Those are way better and more fun, challenging, and exciting.
Careful. Your bias is showing. Also, comparing two different game types, you don't look goofy at all, do you? You know, that's fine. I can see why you enjoy the platformer more than you actually enjoy the murder mystery. Because at least with the platformer, you're not thinking as much.
Okay, like, I'm just gonna, his point on here, it's just, you're comparing two different game styles. No shit, I am, but I'm just saying that those games are better than Among Us.
Way to miss the point.mp4. The main point I'm trying to make that you missed completely is that both games are catering to different types of audiences. Ergo, only work for that crowd that is into that particular thing, and trying to compare these two does not work. That's like someone trying to compare Street Fighter's story to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Those are two completely different types of games, and if you're that desperate to compare them, then you are that guy. Don't be that guy. My problem with the original video, and even now, is that you not only completely misquote and wrongly explain what Among Us is, but to compare it to another genre of games that doesn't have the same elements at all, only to fuel this unneeded bias, is just damning.
That's all I'm saying.
I can see why you enjoy the platformer.
That's all I'm saying. Like, I feel like it's better. Like, those games are better, but it's just me.
Even if it is just your opinion, that doesn't change how your opinion is still based on facts that have been proven to be incorrect. This mentality is very toxic, with a little spice of tone deaf. TBH, I don't know what else to add other than the fact that Mario is just straight up an actual hipster with the dumb reasoning and everything.
No, do you? You know, that's fine. I can see
that's
why
very
you
unprofessional,
the
so...
platformer.
Calls me unprofessional, yet this video exists. Huh, seems like God and his many deities decided to dunk you on that one.
Boy, I already did like 4 or 5 tangents regarding unprofessionalism in not only this video, but your entire Sonic Shadow 98 channel, and you want to say Loudon is unprofessional? I know you don't need to be a chef to know that your food tastes bad, but like, you should at the very least have some basic understanding of how to fucking cook to know what your food should taste like.
The murder mystery.
Seriously, you need to tone down the pot shots!
I crave violence!
Says the guy who made a 9-minute video mocking and trashing the game and its fan base, and then proceeds to make an ending skit where you transform into a demon to quote-unquote destroy the Among Us fan base. Stay the fuck in your lane. What makes this all the more laughable is how you keep going on calling me unprofessional because of me calling you goofy, yet how many rant videos have you done when you took potshots at your subjects? www.sitandspinthefuckoutaofhere.com.
Cue montage of Mario being a fucking hypocrite here.
Yeah! My Among Us red! Oh God.
Like
Damn straight, yeah. Damn straight!
He needs medical attention.
Okay, don't call me a kid. Like, really, don't call me a fucking kid. Really? This is not funny at all.
Yes,
This fucking guy is not funny here.
Yes, hello 911.
Right here, he's not fucking funny.
Yes, there's a kid on the internet.
Oh, haha, very funny.
Also, comparing two different game types.
I'm shaking my head.
You don't avoid the platformer.
That's all I'm saying. Is because people want to follow the freaking trend. They want to play what's popular now.
You know what? Nah. Too easy.
It's the truth.
Not gonna go there.
It's the truth. Okay? It's the truth.
I'm not even going to.
It's the truth, Bull. That's why they play the game.
You know, maybe if you learn the art of shutting the fuck up and learning the concept of using your think pan other than a wasted accessory, maybe, just maybe, by the grace of whatever god or deity you worship, you would realize what I was leading up to. But no, you decided to open your mouth and yet again commit verbal diarrhea like this is a recreation of Pavlov's dogs. I did that as not only a joke, but I actually had a point that was going to be said if you had actually paid attention.
I don't know, Loudy. This may be asking a bit too much of him. His brain is literally the equivalent to an uncooked meatloaf that's still in the pickle jar of his head. What? Am I wrong?
I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to completely destroy the career of Mario.
What career?
You know, when your mom was in the hospital and she committed Yeetus the fetus and brought you into this plane of existence, I don't think that the first bit of things you did was go Super Saiyan while screaming, "You're too slow!" I mean, there had to be a reason on to.
Wow, the typical mom being like dissing
Dragon Ball Z,
like dissing mom or whatever.
Hey guys, 2 quick questions. Number 1, what the fuck am I looking at? Number 2, can you stop?
Wow, you really are out here committing r/whoosh, aren't you? The point of Loudon's analogy isn't to insult your mother. It is to point out that you weren't just into Sonic the Hedgehog from the minute you were born. And you would be able to properly learn this if you did this neat little trick we in the business call actually paying attention to the video.
So not only did you yet again miss the point I'm making, you also assumed because I said when your mother committed Yeetus the fetus and brought you into this world that I insulted your mother. Which I can tell you now, I didn't. At all. That's not even an insult. It's literally a weird way of saying when she gave birth to you. Again, I say, Mario, clean your freaking ears and actually think before speaking. As my uncle used to say, don't make assumptions. Makes an ass out of you and me.
I know being artificially outraged is part of the job of being Game Dude wannabe number 2647, but, like, as your reaction thus far has shown, it's not really doing you any favors. At least both Game Dude and Angry Video Game Nerd actually listen to what the original content is trying to say before making their own assumptions and conclusions with rage attached to it.
Oh no!
Had to be a reason on to why you became a Sonic fan and why you were into Dragon Ball Z or why you were into My Life as a Teenage Robot or any other cartoons or anime. There had to be a reason why you didn't just up and decided, hey, I'm gonna watch this.
Interesting point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Craving violence
I
sounds
mean, I
pretty
could die
sexy right now.
Yeah, you know, death sounds fine.
Whiplash of the soul indeed. What is a Mario? A miserable little pile of audio balancing. Also, I'm missing an arm.
¿Qué?
Nani?
Audio dongle, audio dongle, audio dongle. Ah!
Could it be that maybe, just maybe, somebody that you liked and was popular start to play these particular titles and then you just started getting into it? On behalf of every other fan of the Sonic community, I'm just saying, don't open that can of worms.
The reason, like, my reasoning is different. The reason why I wanted to get into these shows is, or like video games, is because I felt that they actually looked interesting. Not because they were popular. So don't you dare come up with these assumptions.
Can we not do this? For 5 seconds?
Excuse me for a moment. Okay, let's talk. Let me first start off by saying the following. Thank you for proving me right. The biggest thing I am saying is that you as a Sonic fan got into Sonic because it was interesting to you, even though it was popular for a variety of reasons. The same reason why people like to play Among Us. Your reason is not different at all. Your reason is literally everyone else's reasons for why they're into certain media, such as video games, comics, manga, anime, and so on. Again, this is you choosing to hear what you want to hear instead of actually listening to what I'm saying. You're so busy pretending to be offended that you don't even bother to think about what is being said. So yes, you got into these series because they were popular enough for you to notice them and be interested. It's 2021. Stop acting like something being popular equals it being bad, because it's not. Plus, your reasoning for liking Sonic is literally the same reason for others, including myself, liking Among Us. It's interesting, it's fun, it's challenging, it can get pretty crazy and gets the adrenaline going with the right people. I have given my viewpoint on why I like Among Us, and if you notice, it's probably the same things you have said as to why you like Sonic the Hedgehog. Moral of the story, get off your 2012 high horse, you sanctimonious douche sponge.
Not even fun at all. Okay? Among Us, it's just not even a fun game at all, to be honest. It's overrated, and not in a good way. If you like Among Us, fine, whatever, I don't care. It's your opinion. You can enjoy whatever the hell you want.
So are we just going to ignore that you pretty much went off and said anyone that likes Among Us is sheep? Cause that's what you pretty much called.
I didn't say any, like, let's play that again.
Hey, how about you find a better way to structure and edit your video and put actual effort into your pacing, you smelly Italian loser?
Are you fucking tone deaf? I did not say that anyone who likes Among Us is sheep.
Cause that's what you pretty much.
I did not say that at all. I did not say anyone who likes Among Us is sheep. You need your hearing checked, okay? You need your fucking hearing checked.
Okay, sure, Mario, you didn't literally call them sheep. Unfortunately, not everyone can share the same fate as Woo-Woo Tones. But you did imply that people only like Among Us because of bandwagoners, and would you look at that, if you look up the slang terminology, you find the term used to refer to bandwagoners as sheep. It's almost like, if you stop taking every word so literally, you might actually discover what the point being made against you is.
これがさ、これがちょっと鬱陶しいなと思わんみんなこれ。ここ燃やしてみようかな。焼き払ってみよう。
Call them bandwagoners, and then you go on to say if you like the game.
Remember, kiddos, I'm the unprofessional one.
He forgot to turn off Skype too? Who even uses Skype anymore?
Quality production, thy name is Mario.
よう燃えとる。もっと燃やしたい。
He also has learned the special technique of not thinking before he speaks. I'm just gonna skip until there's an actual point I can talk about, because literally everything else he says is just him repeating the same things over and over and over again.
I have a weird repeating problem, but still. So, yeah.
And you still don't take the time to fix what you know is a problem.
900 videos. And it hasn't occurred to you that maybe you should fix this problem instead of just leaving it to be. No. Final thoughts.
Even Super Mario Logan, a YouTuber I used to respect, made a video, a plus video on Among Us. Seriously, these stupid ass trends on the internet go way too far.
You are not this stupid. You really are not. There's a part of me that is hoping that you're not this stupid. Firstly, no one has told you to watch live streams at all. No one has told you to watch them. If you're not into the live streams, then why the fuck are you watching them?
I see this shit anywhere.
He thinks his respect makes him recognizable to those with a higher self-count.
I see this shit everywhere, so I'm trying to acknowledge, but I can't.
Analytics.
It drives me insane. Easier said than done.
Hey, you know what else is everywhere? Fast food restaurants. That does not mean that Ronald McDonald is pointing a gun to your head demanding you buy a McRib.
Well, too bad! Either consume the McRib for power, or I'll shove this assault rifle right up your ass and go Roomba!
I just wanted some chicken nuggets.
People saying sus or imposter in the fucking YouTube comments or on Discord servers. They praise Among Us like it's the best thing since sliced bread, when it's not. If you go around everywhere on the internet posting shit like sus or imposter or whatever, you're not cool. You have no life.
Wow, so people that meme Among Us have no life, huh? Ah, that's funny, says the individual who churns out videos every other fucking week as if he has nothing else better to do with his time.
Look, I'm just saying.
What does that have to do with anything?
Hypocrisy. Noun. The practice of claiming to have moral standards or beliefs to which one's own behavior does not conform. Pretense. His target was the hypocrisy of suburban life.
Again, I just want to reiterate. One, you are a part of multiple fan bases in which anybody on the outside looking in would take one look at you and go, should I keep you at least 15 or 50 feet away from any children or playground?
I'm not really part of the fan bases all that much, so fuck whatever you said. By the way, these reactions aren't really supposed to be taken seriously, so I don't hate you.
Ah, fuck, guys. He says he's not supposed to be taken seriously. That's it. Game over. Let's pack up the commentary and go home.
Wait, we were supposed to be taking this seriously? Ah, shit, I should have brought my serious face.
Wait. If we aren't supposed to take this video seriously, then why did he take mine seriously? Especially the jokes.
Either way, Mario crying, "It's a joke, guys! You're not supposed to take my character seriously," is not going to save him from actual criticism about his character and presentation. I mean, if my past tangents didn't tip anyone off.
Yeah, this is bad optics on your end there, bucko. And it only gets worse.
Loudy! Spoilers!
Nobody can save you from facts and logic anymore.
Why won't a virtual YouTuber Tsunamaki Watami collaborate with me?
Among Us actually came out in 2018. Yet, it did not become popular until 2 years later, in 2020. You mean to tell me that it took 2 years just for this freaking game to become popular? Are you freaking kidding me?
I love the fact that he at least had the wherewithal to check that the game came out in 2018 and it took 2 years later for the game.
Yeah, because I actually did research.
But yet, he couldn't even be aware enough to understand that Among Us is not a horror title.
Yeah, like, I will admit, I have to pause it here because I'm gonna say something here. Look, Wikipedia is not all that of a reliable source. Like, most of the time it is reliable, but I will say that not everything on Wikipedia is 100% true and 100% fact. Like, I think I should have looked on another source besides Wikipedia, so.
While I'd argue that Wikipedia does have some inaccuracies when it comes to broad information regarding a product like Among Us, there is something like it that has more in-depth information that a broad article from Wikipedia would otherwise gloss over. Fandom wikis are created by dedicated fan bases that hold more in-depth information regarding whatever fandom you take a part in. Some are even in close connection with the game developers themselves, much like the Among Us fandom wiki, even going as far as to have terms of use for anyone looking through the site for information regarding the game. If you go to the name in the first opening window of the wiki and click on the link, it will describe Among Us as an online player science fiction / social deduction murder mystery game. Not every fandom wiki is going to have as much accurate information when considering not only the fanbase's size, but also dedication. But considering said dedication to the game that fans have made, especially as of recent, the information is readily available, and it really doesn't take that much time to look into either.
and Wikipedia said it was a horror game, but that's one thing that Wikipedia lied to me about. So, yeah, Wikipedia lied!
He couldn't even be
lied to me that they said it was a horror
Us
game.
Not a horror title.
Fuck you, Wikipedia! Fuck you! Fuck you, Wikipedia!
You see, ever since Wikipedia lied to me about Among Us, I vowed to destroy Wikipedia and avenge my video for being tainted with false facts.
Is that how you ended up in jail?
No, but it is a funny story for the kids.
Explains a lot of things about you.
Does it, though?
It's another one of these shitty horror games, like Five Nights at Freddy's and Bendy and the Ink Machine. What's next?
And even then, he doesn't even give a reasoning as to why he believes that Among Us is a horror title. He just ups and calls it a horror title and compares it to Five Nights at Freddy's and Bendy and the Ink Machine, which, by the way, 2 different styles of game mechanics.
I wasn't comparing it at all to these 2 fucking games, okay? I wasn't comparing it really to Five Nights at Freddy's and Bendy and the Ink Machine. I was comparing how popular they are. I was saying that Among Us is just as popular as Bendy and the Ink Machine and Five Nights at Freddy's. Those 3 games are just as popular on the internet as each other. That's what I was saying in this rant.
So besides that one-man impersonation of a multi-group Discord call, where everyone wants to be the funny guy, you're still comparing them, you smooth-brain horsepuck. The point I was making, if you yet again learn to
shut the fuck up
and actually think, you would know that even if you are comparing them in terms of popularity, you're still comparing 3 different games with different game mechanics and, dare I say, a different fan base. No matter what flimsy excuse you make, you said in the original video that Among Us is a horror game and you compared it to the likes of Bendy and the Ink Machine and FNAF. No matter what argument you make, you still compare 2 different games. Jesus, just learn to take the L and stop making a fool out of yourself.
Yes, all 3 titles are popular, but why they're popular is important to note. You didn't do that, Mario. You merely complained about the popularity of the game while comparing it to games that are vastly different from each other despite having similar themes. Well, mostly. Among Us, like I said, has more mystery and science fiction than horror and intrigue like FNAF or Bendy.
Hey, so since the rest of this video is just repeating the exact same points over and over again... Oh no, the material just magically flew out of the window! Now how are we supposed to commentate on the rest of the video? Oh, woe is we! Truly, this is a tragedy of Riverdale proportions! I suppose now we unfortunately have no choice but to move on to the final thoughts.
Hi!
You guys go ahead. I'ma go last.
Okay, since mine are more than likely going to be the shortest, I will go first. Mario. The best way to describe your content is that they are the YouTuber equivalent of The Room. Only good if you're ironically enjoying it, but otherwise is laden with plenty of production and script issues that prevent it from being on the same caliber as other content.
Yeah, and the main character didn't French kiss a Magnum in the end.
You said you were going last! Get out of my final thoughts, loud man!
It was a Room joke. I couldn't help it. I'll be leaving.
Thank you. Well, at least I got nice co-op partners this time. Anyways, some basic advice for improving your content would be script your content better, whether it be taking down notes or meticulously writing down every last action down to the very last centimeter. Learn to audio balance properly, and most of all, and while it may be obvious to others, I feel it should be stated in this example, but actually listen. Be it to the video you're covering, reacting to, or reasons why people like a certain property, just try to understand where the other side is coming from, or in this video's case, literally listen for like 5 seconds. Do all of this, and I'm sure you can say that you're better than Sonic the Hedgehog one day, which admittedly isn't very hard to do, but I just want you to be able to say it without a shadow of a doubt, alright, homie?
I will say this. Just as something interesting that I don't think anyone else has pointed out until now, you know why the ranting style of yours doesn't work? It's not just that it's outdated or that it's obnoxious and unfunny, but that it's actually doing the exact opposite of what you think it does, being that it makes the game more popular by talking about it rather than not. You know how games like FNAF and Bendy got as popular as they did? Because they were interesting enough for people to talk about. Among Us may not have had an intriguing story or complex mystery behind it, but it doesn't need it. It brought people together during a time where the majority of the world was isolated due to a deadly virus that, as of this video, is still ongoing. When you're stuck in lockdown, you start looking for things to do with friends online. And for most people, it was playing this game. If you actually stop to think about what makes this game popular, and hell, maybe even consider playing it with a few of your friends, then you'd understand a bit better on why the game has become so beloved in the year of 2020. Basically, my advice to you from my final thoughts is this: stop to smell the roses. Look around the fanbase and the game itself instead of ranting and raving on why you just don't get how this little game from a small development team can become the most popular thing after being overlooked for 2 years. You might find an interesting story that's much more intriguing than the one you found.
Now that the nice people are done talking, say hello to the unprofessional, unentertaining asshole that you tried to hide this video from because you thought you would be safe from taking your pot shots at me, all the while secretly wishing and praying no one would find this video. Hi, I'm Loudon, and you're not gonna like me after this.
You're a fucking...
There are so many things I can bring up, but I would be repeating myself, and trust me, you've done that enough for an entire village, so my best advice for you would be these key things. Number 1, either be an asshole or a passive-aggressive douche whose fifis got hurt. You can't be both. Throughout the entire video, you just switched from being angry for no reason to acting like I really offended you, which if I did, goes back to my first point because, sorry not sorry, what I said wasn't offensive, and you spent the whole time taking every little thing I said out of context while venting and bitching, which in turn made you miss the majority of the video because you just had to keep talking. 2, stop making excuses and actually show results. Every argument that came out of your mouth was an excuse, no matter how many times you said you try. Your 900 plus videos that are literally a clone of themselves tell me differently. Christ, you couldn't even be bothered to mute your Discord when you were recording yourself. Even if you're a lazy ass, just admit you're a lazy ass and stop wasting the audience's time with paper thin arguments that I can literally see your ego getting smaller by the second. 3, am I entertaining or not? Fucking make up your mind and learn how to script your shit out. You obviously can't say anything on the fly, so write your shit out instead of just me wondering if it's morally right to make fun of someone with bipolar disorder or not. 4, learn the true definition of unprofessionalism, because you obviously don't know what that is, and even then, you only use the term because of me calling you goofy. Let that sink in for a moment. He called me unprofessional because he got offended for me calling him goofy. Even if you get all pissy and say it's a joke, can't tell because you take everything so literal. But even with all that going against you, the major problem, the biggest problem I have with this video is that it's a huge pile of nothing. Like Seinfeld. Your rebuttal against me? Nothing. Your anger towards the jokes I make? Nothing. You saying okay every other sentence when you fail to defend your lack of giving a fuck? Nothing. You made a video on another account to hide. You either did this because you were afraid that people will find it. Bold assumption, yes, but all signs are pointing to this being the actual reason, because why else would he do a Sonic Shadow 98 video on his Mario account? Unless there's an actual reason. The assumption's gonna be that he got shook and was afraid of people finding the video. Next time, instead of being angry for the sake of being angry, how about you get good for the sake of getting good and stop pulling sus shit like this. Sincerely, that cringy commentator who actually tries to be a good content creator and doesn't need to churn out videos like he's a sweatshop making bootleg Nikes. You can imitate a brand everyone knows, but you're still a cheap imitation. Loudman Styles. I may be rude. Hell, I may be an asshole. But at least I'm honest about it.
Man, that sure was a commentary that accomplished absolutely nothing!
Funny insult.
Don't you dare funny insult me! It wasn't my plan to cover a YouTube video all day.
Yes, it was.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, no, that's right. It's coming back to me. I hate women. They are fake, lame, and only Snapchat and Facebook know how. We also support speedrunners and their personalities in the market. By the way, why aren't you kidding Mario with a hedgehog?
Uh-oh.
Well... God, how do I come up with an insult to assert my superiority? You smell. Booyah! Fucking nailed it!
Your father.
I will have you know my father is fully open about his smelliness. Or at least he was.
Guys, the door is open and they're literally watching paint dry. We could leave whenever we want and they wouldn't even notice.
Holy shit! It's blue. Like me.
Oh shit, you're right.
This is the worst and least arsenic gender reveal party ever. And I already know my gender.
Okay, so we all just agree to walk out of here really quietly, right?
Poggers.
What in the backwater Oklahoma fuck am I looking at?
Shh, babe, don't ask questions. Let's go!
Did you get him?
Yeah, I caught the elusive Ronald McDonald, locked him up in his special cell.
Did we get a confession about the, arson?
Yes, he confirmed that he was indeed the person behind the fire you created. It required a lot of Chinese water torture, though.
And the time-space ruptures?
Got that through cock and ball torture.
Damn, and I thought I was the...
Wait, what do you mean this is Sonic Shadow 98? His channel is called Sonic Twilight Mario Sparkle... Fuck! It's so stupid! I love this name! Why is it so fucking dumb? God fucking bless, I swear. To be honest, I don't know what else to add other than the fact that Mario is just straight up an actual hipster with the dumb reasoning and everything. Wow, You see, ever since Wikipedia lied to me about Among Us, I vowed to destroy Wikipedia and avenge my family for being tainted. Yeah, that wasn't where I was intending to go with it, but you know what? Sure.
I just don't know what went wrong. For those not in the know, this is What are you doing? No, you're not going to commit arson. That's the police job. This is the police's job.
Is that a flame? I commit arson!
This is going in the blooper reel.
Release the hounds of hell!
I hope the mic actually picked that up. I hope it did. One for every recording. Well, that's refreshing to hear. And hey, this could be a case where the subject watches the video covering him and actually takes what people say about his content to heart and maybe consider the steps What? What? Hun, why are you looking at me like that? I didn't even finish the line. Why are you looking at me like that? I don't understand. What do you mean Kim Kardashian is sued by 7 former employees? It was right there. I couldn't just not. I'm sorry. I already closed it out. It's fine.
Fucking Google Chrome. Showing the junk email, god damn it.
Thanks, Google Chrome. Oh shit, now I got fucking, crap in my eye. God damn it. You made me tear up. God damn it, babe. You made me cry. This is domestic abuse.
Don't say that shit.
I'm kidding. I kid.
You forget we in 2021 and I'm black. They gonna cancel my ass.
Oh, no.
Get out of here with that.
No, you're right. I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry.
I'm a black man in 2021 and you are a white woman. Do not say that shit.
You're right.
This
You're
shit is
right.
recording.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please don't take that seriously. It was a joke. It was a very poorly made joke. I'm gonna do the line again. Okay?
Do it.
Okay. Are you going to stare at me like the line implies that you're doing?
Yes.
Okay.
To make it better.
Okay. You're gonna make me lose composure.
Fine, I won't look you in the eye then.
Okay. Just pretend like you are. Sorry, I feel like a burp is coming on. Called it. My goodness.
Seems like God and his many deities decided to dunk you for that one. Honestly, with how the climate of the modern video maker is now, the angry reviewer doesn't really mesh together. Oh, sorry. www.sitandspinthefuckoutahere.com.
Sit and spin the fuck out of here.
I'm actually, let me emphasize that. I'll do that. But no, you decided to open your mouth and yet again commit verbal diarrhea like this is a recreation of Pavlov dogs.
Just barf in the background.
Hypocrisy, noun. The practice of claiming to have moral standards or beliefs to which one's own behavior does not conform. Pretense. His target was the hypocrisy of suburban life.
Even poggers. There can be in the bloopers now.